Title: Cardi B tears to shreds after Stefon Diggs' shocking reveal. The night was calm, but inside Cardi B's Beverly Hills mansion, a storm was brewing that would change everything. She sat on the velvet couch in her living room, her phone glowing in her hand, her eyes fixed on a live stream that had already pulled in millions of viewers. The words on the screen read, "Stefon Diggs reveals everything tonight, no holding back." Her heart began to race. "Everything," she whispered to herself. That single word echoed through her mind like thunder. The shocking revelation. On the screen, Stefon Diggs sat under soft studio lights, wearing a simple black hoodie and a gold chain. His voice trembled slightly, not from fear, but from the weight of what he was about to say. "I've been quiet for too long," he began. "People think they know our story, but they don't. I need to speak my truth." The internet exploded instantly. Comments flooded the live chat. "He's talking about Cardi. What's going on? This can't be real." Cardi's chest tightened. Her hand gripped the phone. Her breath quickened. Then came the line that would rip her heart to pieces. "I love her. I always have," Stefon said, eyes glassy. "But what people don't understand is, love alone doesn't fix everything. There are things she never let me say, truths she wasn't ready to face." Cardi felt her world tilt. Her hand trembled, and tears began to fill her eyes. She dropped the phone to her lap, her reflection staring back at her through the glass coffee table, broken, confused, raw. Memories flood back. She remembered their first night together, the laughter, the chemistry, the spark that seemed unstoppable. How he would call her Belcalis when he wanted to be serious. How he would stay up late just to hear her talk about her childhood dreams. She had never thought that this man, the one who once kissed her forehead and whispered, "You're safe with me," would one day share their private pain with the world. As the live stream continued, Stefon's voice cracked again. "I tried to hold it all in. I didn't want to embarrass her. But I can't live pretending anymore." The chat went wild. Screenshots flew across Twitter, X, and TikTok. Stefon Diggs breaks silence on Cardi B was trending globally within minutes. Cardi's breakdown. Cardi couldn't take it anymore. She stood up abruptly, her long robe sweeping across the floor, and shouted into the empty room. "Why you doing this to me, Stef? Why now?" Her voice echoed through the mansion, bouncing off marble and glass. The tears came faster now, streaking down her cheeks like rain on a windowpane. She slammed her phone face down on the couch, pacing back and forth as her emotions collided, hurt, anger, disbelief, love. Then her assistant, Liana, ran into the room, holding her own phone. "Cardi, it's everywhere," she said softly. "He's talking about the pregnancy rumors." Cardi froze. Her eyes widened. "No, no, he wouldn't," she whispered, shaking her head. "But he did. The reveal that shattered everything." "There's something I need to be honest about," Stefon continued on the stream. "When I heard the rumors about her being pregnant again, I didn't know what to think. Because, we hadn't spoken in weeks." Gasps filled the live audience. Viewers spammed the comments. "Weeks? What happened to them? No way, he's exposing her. I found out about it the same way y'all did, through social media," he confessed. "And that broke me. Because I thought we were better than that. I thought she trusted me." Cardi collapsed onto the couch, sobbing uncontrollably. Her voice cracked through the silence. "You could have called me, Stef, you could have asked." Every memory of their love, every photo, every laugh, every whispered promise, flashed through her mind like a slideshow she couldn't stop. The man who once defended her to the world was now the one tearing her heart open for everyone to see. The internet explodes. Within minutes, clips of Stefon's confession flooded every platform. Fans were divided, some defended him, others stood by Cardi. Hashtags like hashtag pray for Cardi and hashtag Stef speaks truth began trending side by side. Celebrities chimed in too. Rihanna posted a subtle, folded hands medium skin tone red heart on her story. Lizzo commented, "Protect your peace, sis." Even Offset tweeted something cryptic. Sometimes silence speaks louder than truth. The chaos was unstoppable. Cardi's emotional response. Hours later, Cardi finally went live on her own Instagram, her eyes red and swollen. Millions of fans tuned in. She tried to speak, but her voice trembled. "I ain't gonna lie, this one hurt me deep," she began, wiping her tears. "I never thought the person I trusted most would tell the world things that were meant to stay between us." She paused, breathing heavily, trying to find her strength. "Stef, if you watching this, I loved you for real. I never played you. I gave you all of me, and maybe that was my mistake. But I didn't deserve to be blindsided like this." Her tears rolled freely now, but her voice carried power. "You broke me down tonight, but I swear I'll rise again. I always do." Stefan's regret. Back in his hotel suite, Stefan watched Cardi's emotional livestream in silence. His heart sank deeper with every word. When she said, "I loved you for real," his eyes welled up. "What have I done?" he muttered, sinking into the couch. He didn't expect his honesty to hurt her this deeply. He thought it would bring closure, but instead, it tore them apart even more. His phone buzzed with messages from friends, teammates, and PR agents begging him to issue an apology. He ignored them all. Instead, he opened his drafts and wrote a message that he couldn't yet send. "I never wanted to hurt you, Belcalis. I just didn't know how to speak to you anymore. I still love you." A painful silence. Days passed. Neither of them spoke publicly again. The internet slowly moved on, but behind the scenes, their hearts were still shattered. Cardi avoided interviews, pouring her pain into music again, writing new lyrics that burned with heartbreak and resilience. Stefan threw himself into football practice, trying to outrun the guilt that haunted him. But sometimes, late at night, both would scroll through their old photos, smiling, kissing, holding hands, and wonder where it all went wrong. Because even after all the drama, after all the tears, one truth remained. They still loved each other. And maybe, just maybe, that love wasn't over yet. Title: Cardi B tears to shreds after Stef Diggs reveal. The night was supposed to be magical, the kind of evening where Cardi B would let her guard down, laugh loudly, and feel loved in every possible way. But what started as an intimate night between her and Stefan Diggs turned into a storm of tears, confusion, and revelations that would leave the entire internet talking for days. A night of expectation. Cardi had been in Los Angeles for a brand deal shoot that lasted longer than expected. When she returned to her Beverly Hills home, she found Stefan already there, quiet, calm, and oddly serious. He wasn't wearing his usual charming smile or playful energy. Instead, he sat with his hands clasped, his phone face down, and his eyes fixed on the floor. "Babe, you okay?" Cardi asked, her tone soft but suspicious. Stefan didn't reply at first. He simply gestured for her to sit. And when she did, his deep voice broke the silence. "There's something I need to tell you, before you hear it from someone else." Cardi's heart instantly dropped. She hated those words, "before you hear it from someone else." Every woman who'd been through heartbreak knew what that meant. The reveal that shattered everything. Stefan slid his phone across the table. On the screen was a post from a gossip blog that had already gone viral. It featured photos of him talking to another woman, a well-known model, outside a Miami restaurant just a few nights earlier. The caption read, "Stefan Diggs spotted getting cozy with mystery beauty, where's Cardi B?" Cardi froze. Her nails dug into her palm as she tried to steady her breathing. "You serious right now?" she whispered, her voice trembling. Stefan immediately spoke, "It's not what it looks like, Cardi. I swear on everything, it's business related. She's part of a campaign I've been negotiating. I didn't want you to find out through social media like this. But his explanation only made it worse. Tears welled up in Cardi's eyes. She stood up, pacing the room, her long nails brushing her hair back. Stef, I've been here before. You know how I get when it comes to trust. You can't play with me like this, not when I opened my heart again. Her voice cracked as tears spilled down her face. Emotional breakdown. Cardi's emotions erupted like a volcano. Years of pain, betrayal, and vulnerability resurfaced. She slammed her hands on the table, shouting. You don't understand what it takes for me to trust somebody again. I gave you my all, my energy, my soul, and now this? Stefan stood up, trying to reach for her hand. Cardi, look at me. I didn't cheat. I wouldn't do that to you. But she stepped back, shaking her head furiously. Then why didn't you tell me? Why I gotta find out from a blog before I hear it from my man? The room filled with silence, the kind of silence that feels heavier than words. Cardi turned away, wiping her tears with her sleeve. The internet explosion. Within minutes, fans noticed her cryptic Instagram story, a black background with just 3 words. I'm done crying. The post immediately trended on X, formerly Twitter. Fans flooded timelines with messages like, Cardi deserves better, period. Stefan messed up big time if he lost her trust. Here we go again, another public heartbreak. Even celebrities chimed in. Some defended Cardi, while others advised her to take time and heal privately. Meanwhile, Stefan posted nothing, not a word. His silence only made the rumors louder. The private confrontation. A day later, Stefan showed up unannounced at Cardi's studio. She was recording new verses, using her pain as fuel, her voice raw, her lyrics sharper than ever. When she saw him standing at the door, her expression hardened. He approached her slowly. Can we talk? Cardi sighed deeply. You already said everything by staying quiet when the world came for me. Stefan took her hand gently, his eyes glistening. I love you, Belcalis. I messed up by not telling you first, but I need you to know my heart is still yours. Cardi looked down, tears streaming again, but this time softer, not angry. You hurt me bad, Stef. You don't even know. I was ready to build something real with you. I told my family about you, my kids adore you. And now all that's in question. A painful goodbye. After hours of talking, hugging, crying, and silence, Cardi finally whispered. I just need time. Stefan nodded, his voice breaking. I'll wait. No matter how long it takes. As he walked out, Cardi sat on the studio couch, clutching the chain he had gifted her. The tears returned, flowing freely this time. Why does love always gotta hurt so deep, she muttered. The aftermath. Days turned into weeks. Cardi stayed off social media, while Stefan focused on training and keeping his head down. Fans noticed that despite everything, she hadn't unfollowed him, a small glimmer of hope for those still rooting for their love story. Sources close to her claimed that she still loved him, that the pain wasn't from betrayal, but from disappointment. Cardi's not mad because of cheating, one insider revealed. She's hurt because she feels blindsided. She trusted him, and that trust is sacred for her. A bittersweet twist. Weeks later, during a live performance, Cardi shocked the crowd by changing the lyrics to one of her love songs. Instead of, "He still got my heart," she sang. "He had my heart, now it's tearing apart." The audience went wild, tears, cheers, screams. But those who looked closely saw her wipe her face mid-performance. And just when fans thought it was over, Stefan posted a photo of a single red rose on his Instagram story with a caption. Still believing in us, Rose. Conclusion. Cardi B's tears weren't just heartbreak, They were the sound of love meeting reality, of vulnerability crashing against fame. Stefan's reveal shattered the illusion of perfection, reminding the world that even stars bleed when trust is broken. Whether they find their way back to each other or remain apart forever,